Good morning, my lovely students. Hope everything is fine. Inshallah, I hope we can meet soon. Today we're gonna continue our topic we've covered yesterday, the scientific notation with positive powers of 10. Yesterday we started a couple of examples, and today we're gonna continue some more examples in order to understand more. Here, this is an example. It's from the book, by the way. The example says the distance from Earth to the Sun is about 93 million miles. The distance from Earth to Sun is 93 million miles. Write this distance in scientific notation. Here 93 million miles. I want to make this number easier, or in order to be able to calculate it in an easy way. If I have other number big as this, I will not be able to calculate with such zeros. So scientific notation gives me it's a way to make the number easier or simpler for me for more calculation, okay? Especially scientists or students who are using these big numbers in physics and chemistry, and also in math, but they are mostly used in physics and chemistry. Okay, so how now can I make this number simpler? Okay, so this scientific notation gives me the way. It's a way to make this number simple. Here, as we said yesterday, here it's 93 million. There is no decimal point in this number, so I will create a decimal point and هعملها. I will make a decimal point outside this number, outside خالص here. I will make it outside the number, because I don't have actually a decimal point or a decimal a decimal point in this number, so I will make it as if it's outside the zeros, outside the number. So I will start moving this decimal point to the left side until do you remember? Until it reaches يبقى one digit to the left side of this decimal point. يبقى متبقي لي one digit only to the left side of this decimal point. أفضل أمove الدecimal point until I don't know بقى how many steps. I will count now the steps, but I will go inside the number, inside until there is only one number, one digit to the left side of this decimal point. Then I start counting the steps بقى which I move. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. يبقى 7 steps. يبقى دلوقتي my new number is 9.3. طيب 9.3. طيب what about بقى the other zeros? طيب if I tell you now 2.5 times 10 equals كام? For example 2.5 times 10 equals 250. طيب 2.5 times 100 equal 2500, and so on. يبقى أنا كل ما I multiply the number by 10 or 100 or 1000, I make the number bigger with zeros. طب what about if I want to compress this number? I want to compress it. I will do the opposite. I will do the opposite. صح؟ طيب I want to make this number easy. as if this number I multiply this number by how many zeros علشان اطلع الديسمال برا 7 zeros. صح؟ I multiply this number by 10 by 10 by 10 by 10 7 times. 10 times 10 times 10 7 times. طيب in order not to write 10 by 10 by 10, طب what about if I write 9.3 times 10 power 7. طيب ما هو لو انا عملت 9.3 times 10 power 7 هيطلع لي نفس الرقم ده. That's why I multiply اللي انا عملته ده times 10 بقى power الsteps اللي انا which I moved to the left side until I reach this decimal point, until I let this decimal point here in this place. Okay, so how many steps? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. يبقى 7 steps to the left side. يبقى I will write 9.3 my whole numbers بقى, my whole numbers I will regardless the zeros, my whole numbers اللي هو 9.3 times كام؟ times 10 times 10 power of كام؟ power عدد ال steps, the number of steps which I moved to the left side أو toward the A, the number. كام step؟ 7 steps. يبقى 10 to the power of 7. يبقى my new number will be 9.3 times 10 power 7. By this way, this form, it's much easier than this numbers of zeros. يعني في كمان numbers أكبر من كده. طيب why I still keep writing 0 0 0 0؟ طب ما I can write ايه؟ I can put the decimal point and write ايه 10 power كذا وخلاص. Let's take another example and see. Here, see this number, it's I believe 3 billion 700 million and 49,000 749 million 749 million, yes, 3 billion 749 million. It's very big number. طيب, he's telling me, he's asking me to write this number in the scientific notation. يبقى in the scientific notation, يبقى I have to compress down this number. I have to compress it down this number. طب how can I compress this number? Okay, I will imagine that the decimal point is outside this number. It's outside this number. Okay, then I will start moving this decimal point to the right side. Okay, to the right side, to the left side, I'm sorry. I will start moving this decimal point inside the number to the left side. Okay, until A يا ولاد, until it reaches this point اللي هي يبقى 1 digit to the left side of this 1 digit only. يعني لازم it's a rule يبقى 1 digit only to the left side of this decimal point. يعني لازم تبقى الديسيمال بوينت قبل الديسيمال بوينت دي 1 digit only. ما ينفعش يبقى 2 digits, 1 digit only. يبقى 1 digit only to the left side of this decimal point. يبقى I will move it how many steps? ادي 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. يبقى I will move this decimal point 9 steps to the left side. طيب my new number هيبقى كام؟ My new number, as we agreed, I will put all the whole numbers regardless the zero. يعني regardless now, يعني سيبك من الزيروز خالص. I will put the whole numbers, okay, regardless the zeros. يبقى ايه؟ يبقى my new number will be ايه؟ 3.749. يبقى 3.749 times 10 times 10 power كام؟ power a number of steps which I move the decimal point to the left side until it reaches here. كام بقى؟ 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. يبقى my new number will be 3.749 times 10 to the power of 9 steps which I moved them. علشان انت لو جبت الكالكوليتر and you calculate this number, it will be the same number like this. ليه؟ لأن ال 10 power 9 دي يعني ال 10 أنا I multiplied the 10 by itself 9 times, ف I will move this decimal point 9 times, وال 9 times الباقي هحط بداله zeros. يعني الباقي يعني هنا أهو 1 2 3. طيب 3 steps. طب وفي 6 zeros بقى لأن 9 times. طب وال6 steps اللي باقية هحط بدالهم zeros اللي هم اهو. يعني this number, if I compress it down, it will be this number. Okay? يعني if you use your calculator and try to calculate this number, it will be exactly this number. But here it's in a simpler form, in a much easier way. Okay? To express this number. Okay? Just it's a simpler way. ليه هنعرف دلوقتي. Later we're gonna use these this form to calculate يعني make بقى addition, subtraction, multiplication, division by two numbers together like this. If they are gonna be in this form, they are gonna be very very sophisticated for you to calculate them. But by this way, it's gonna be very easy for you to calculate them, and we will see later inshallah. But until now, you only have to know that if you want to compress down such a big number, you have to يعني if you want to write this number in its scientific notation and compress it down, you have to move the decimal point to the left side until it reaches ايه, until they become one, يعني one number becomes before this to the left side of this decimal point. يعني one number only will be to the left side of this. أهم حاجة, it's a rule. This is the main rule of this lesson. يعني الديسيمال بوينت هحطها وما يكونش قبليها غير one digit before it, one digit to the left side, على الجنب الشمال منها. يعني الديسيمال بوينت يكون قبليها one digit only. This is the rule. Okay, this is the rule. Then I count the number of steps that the decimal point move. Okay, then I will write it as this way. Okay, we're gonna finish our session for today until here, and tomorrow inshallah we're gonna continue our lesson of scientific notation, make more exercises, and inshallah take care of yourself, stay safe at home please. Hope we're gonna meet soon inshallah. Take care and have a good day inshallah.